Man, let's get it. Let's get it. Dribblers drown back at it again with another episode. You guys already know, man. We trying to keep the lives Monday through Friday. Trying to stay consistent. Can't fall off, you feel me? If y'all are doing anything out there, if y'all have any activities, y'all got a podcast y'all want to do, just a second before we start the show, you feel me? Y'all have anything y'all want to do, man? Y'all make sure y'all stay motivated, man. Stay motivated, stay in your own ear, man. Wake up early, get it done, get the work done. Cause ain't nobody gonna do it but you. But y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. It's dribble or drown. When you guys see the thumbnail, man. Jordan Poole over Bradley Bill. JP, Brad Beasley. I got a lot of faith in Bradley Bill. If y'all been tapping in, y'all probably hear me here and there. So I had to try to dedicate a little episode to it. Let the folks know, man. Jordan Poole. I'm very high on Jordan Poole, man. Shout out to the Washington Wizards. And I'm not even, and by the title, I'm not even saying Bradley Bill's the greatest wizard. I'm just saying from the thumbnail, he's gonna be better than Bradley Bill. You know, shout out guys like Wes Unseld. Shout out Gilbert Arenas, um, John Wall. We already know what it is, man. You already know what it is. And I just honestly feel like it's not even gonna be close. You feel me? Shout out to y'all though. Everybody who been showing love. Shout out to the playbackers, man. People who check the stream, whether they be at work, chilling with the fam, cooling, doing some video editing, it don't matter, man. You know we here to talk hoops and everything in between. And if y'all want to come up, StreamYard link will be in the Discord. Discord is in the bio. But if y'all in the chat and y'all having difficulties with Discord, which a lot of people do, just ask for the link. I send it to you, man. Y'all get up, get y'all piece off. Trying to get these streams consistent, like I was saying before the season starts. You know, when the season starts, that's when it's up for real. You know, that's when I plan on having a whole panel up here. Shout out PC. Plan on having a whole panel up here. Shout out my guy Crunch. We gonna get some regular people up here. But that's beyond the point, man. We here with it. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all leaving a like on the stream. Appreciate the comment likes. Make sure you guys leaving a comment. Hit that post bell notification Monday through Friday. Hell yeah. Join the Discord, hit the Twitter, Instagram. Shout out to the people on the shorts too, man. Shout out everybody who show love on the shorts. The shorts have been going great. Shout out StreamYard for pretty much sponsoring the stream until we get up and off the ground. But we jumping off the porch with it. Jordan Poole, first option. I mean, he got some flaws to his game, you know. Let me go ahead and start there. Let me just go ahead and start there. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Not gonna sugarcoat it and pretend like there isn't major flaws and things that major gaps in his game that could probably hold him back from actually being a great or even a good first option. But that's just things that you gotta work on. You know, you really never know it until it got into it, you know, like until you see him there. We seen him as like pre-first option, trying to be the first option when Steph Curry was injured here and there, starts here and there. And we saw how good he did. I think he came off a couple 40-point games, couple 40s. Um, but that's the scoring aspect, you know. Mostly, like I was about to get into his flaws. He's a crazy shot. He's a crazy shot taker. So with him being a primary scorer and always scoring, always trying to score, Imma just start there. That's not his worst flaw, but that is a huge one where if he could just become a smarter shot taker, like, he still has to be the spontaneous, like, the crazy shots have to be taken, bro. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. The crazy shots is gonna have to be taken, but I'm under the impression that he's gonna work on that. You know, I'm under the impression that things are gonna come up from that. He's not gonna continue to come up past half court. No, the half court chucks are not that bad because they actually drop. But The step back threes, like, he gotta slow down on the step back threes, the drive and dribble through traffic, come back out, reset, and then just to shoot. I'm not mad at it because I like him as that type of person as the second or third option. But when you were the first option, you just gotta be a little smarter because, you gotta realize, especially with you being a leader, you gotta realize the other guys are watching. Everybody's they're trying to they are gonna go as far as you could take them. So so all I could say to that shot taking, smarter shot taking, because he's a great shot maker. He's one of the better shot makers in the league. But if he can't get it under control and know when and when not to do it, because he's hot too. Like when the ball go in, the rim grows for him. He one of those, like, you could see it starting to grow possession after possession. Free throws, layups, it don't matter. But until he become a more composed, then I mean, yeah, he just gonna have to figure that out. That's something you just got to figure out with the reps, though. Like I said, you can't really predict those type of things. You gotta let it play out, let it see what happens, and from there, I would say playmaking needs. He's not a willing passer. That's probably the biggest thing. Not being a willing passer, not really being a willing passer. And I mean, competing for a guy to be better than a guy like Bradley Beal really isn't saying much. I mean, I'm not hating on Brad, but he didn't accomplish too much out there. He didn't accomplish too much out there, and when he was for the Wizards, which is his entire career. So in his entire career, he hasn't really done much. And I'm not hating on him. Like I said, it's no hate. It's all love. I love Brad Bill, but I don't believe he was a point guard, and they tried to put him in that position. So it kind of like I think it hindered his game. I think from here forward, he's gonna his career definitely is about to start to take off. Um, but you got Brad on his career, 22, 4-4, pretty much 22, 4-4. He's not. Nah, I do like Bradley Beal shot creating ability, but like I said, his playmaking ability isn't much to compete with when you're talking about Jordan Poole. Like they're not that far off. Jordan Poole, he plays like a young player still. I say Brad has started the game has slowed down and came to him, but Jordan Poole it comes with the reps. It comes with the reps. Now he got the ownership of his own team. He got his own team, and at the end of the day, I don't know. I just don't see how he can't be better than I just don't see how he can't be better than Bradley Beal. Brad did have a season where he put up averaging 30, but that doesn't that I mean, I'm not about to sit here and act like Jordan Poole can't do that. I'm not about to act like Jordan Poole can't do that. He got he gotta make so to be better than him, he gotta make a couple all-stars, like 2 or 3 all-stars, nothing too crazy. 2 or 3 all-stars. And he only need to make 1 all-NBA team. That's not hard. It don't gotta be first, second, or it don't matter which one it is. And he plays. Bro plays games. So Jordan Poole literally only has to play. He literally only has to make 1 all NBA team, 3 or 4 all stars. I'm gonna go up a notch because I think Brad got 3. So 3 or 4. What's good with it? Uzi, what's up, Brody? Do the Bullets count as Wizards for greatest Wizard? Yeah, it does. They had Wes Unseld on the Bullets, didn't it? If I'm not mistaken. The title slick clickbait. I ain't gonna lie. He has a long way to go be the greatest player for a team's franchise. But all it takes is a couple good years, bro. Like we've seen it happen. Like if he could have 3 consecutive good years on the Wizards, where like I said, to pass Bradley Bill, not that hard, bro. Passing Bradley Bill, not that hard. Like I said, a couple All Stars, three or four All Stars, and then 1 or 2 All NBAs. Shoot, all the best people in the NBA about to be done. So it's gonna be wide open. At that guard position is gonna be tough. But I think the ones who are gonna be competing for third and second, like the Tyrese Maxey's, the Tyrese Halliburton's, Jordan Poole, like you feel me? Jordan Poole falls into that list of talent. I think he's that good. So if he get 2 back-to-back like third team all or second team all. Like I said, all it takes is a couple good years, and then next thing you know, him and Kyle Kuzma got some synchronization going on. They gonna go out. They gonna, bro. We gonna see, bro. Gilbert Arenas was nice on the Wizards. Yeah, Gil still would be better than him, but Gil's career was cut short. So I feel like even Gilbert Arenas will be giving his flowers to Jordan Poole. I feel like Gilbert Arenas will be giving his flowers to Jordan Poole if if it goes how I'm saying, you know. And I'm only speaking this in the utmost highest. Like I'm very high on JP. Obviously, I think bro can he could go be great. Like you don't play on that Warriors team and that unit and just everybody can't just fall in line. You feel me? You gotta realize that Warriors basketball is a great brand and style of basketball, and it's tough to play in. A lot of teams try to replicate it, and it doesn't work out the same. Like Miami does, they play like how the Warriors play, and you see they been in the finals past few years. Like they done made 2 finals appearances. Like not every team can play like that and it be successful. You know, not to mention the small ball, but the small ball ain't really got nothing to do with it from Jordan Poole perspective. Because, bro, to have to be able to adapt to play off ball and you're called to do it sometimes with the ball in your hands is tough, bro. That's something that I feel like just like playing in the Spurs. If you can play in the Spurs system, you can go play anywhere. I think DeJounte Murray is a prime example. You see, he had a great year for the Hawks. He didn't like turn them around or nothing, but you saw he didn't. His game didn't slip. Like he was able to go to a whole nother unit and system and still play his game. Because that's I feel like that's just a huge test to the greatness. That's just what it is when you play for a great system, you play on a great unit under the. I don't know if Steve Kerr's a great coach yet. He in the hot seat for me right now after this FIBA World Cup, but regardless, I'm very high on Jordan Poole, bro. If he not making an All-Star game this year, he making it next year. He got the game for it too. He got the flash. Bro, look, he got the flash. He shoot the threes sporadically. You feel me? He can get the crowd going. That's one thing about it. Like if you could, bro, the media love him. Like what is it? I think the biggest thing, one of the major things he needs to work on his defense, obviously. I mean, you play with somebody like Iguodala. You saw Kuminga getting better and better as the year progressed on defense. He should have been in a lab with them. And I will hope that he's still going to be. But he wasn't a third splash, bro, for nothing, bro. I don't want everybody to let's not all turn our back on the guy that we were calling a third splash, bro. Like, let's just be honest. He was a major piece in that 2022 run. Steph Curry wasn't his greatest year. That was Steph Curry's greatest year. He missed some games that year, and Jordan Poole was right there to pick up the slack. So he got all the confidence too, bro. He could be better than Bradley Beal. I was talking about it. I was at the court. I was hooping, bro. I was talking about some people up there hooping, and they looked at me like I was crazy. And I was just like, man, like, who do you think Bradley Bill is? Like, what do you are you thinking he's like Chris Paul for the Hornets or something? Like deep playoff runs, or not even deep, but like second round playoffs. You feel me? Getting out the first round, um, All-Star appearances out the ass. Like Chris Paul probably had like five, 6 All-Star appearances before he even got to the Clippers. I'm probably gassing it, but still, like he was in the Western Conference carrying his unit, bro. Like I feel like people were got it misconstrued. Like they see they like the way Bradley Beal plays. I think it's the flash. I think it's the style, the brand. But I don't know, bro. Me personally, if I'm Jordan, I'm not aiming to be better than Bradley Beal. Like I know I can be better than Bradley Beal. I'm already like the contract I'm on, I'm already expected to at least be making an all-star team at the least anyway. So at the bare minimum, I'm making like I said, that's just what I'm predicted as. That's what they expecting out of me. I'm getting paid upwards of 40 mil, whatever the fuck, 30 to 40 mil. You know, incentives. I don't think he got no is incentive based either. I think it's just like he's gonna get paid. So he trying to earn that next contract, bro. That contract kick in this year. He that bank account is looking pretty. Like he just went and bought a house. Like all that shit. But regardless, Bradley Bill, bro, that's just not like I said, I'm better than Bradley Beal. I know I can be better than Bradley Beal. It's not even about the averaging 30 points or like, can I be a better scorer? I need to work on my playmaking. All he got to do is average 5 assists, and he better than in that field, at least stats wise. Bradley Beal is just not he became a better playmaker as the years progressed, but Bradley Beal not really that good of a playmaker anyway. Obviously, he's kind of gotten better. I'm not gonna sit here and hate on the kid, but what has he accomplished? I'm not even knocking him, bro. It may sound like I'm knocking Brad, but this is just the facts. Like, what does Bradley Bill accomplish? Shout out to everybody in the stream too, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out my guy Otaku. He probably was a little busy today. I got another guest. I'm about to start bringing up my guy KB, and eventually, I don't know, bro. We're gonna start to build a community, man, a dribble community. We're gonna build a dribble community, we're gonna get it together. It's probably gonna come a point where I'm not even up here as much because it's starting to grow like that. I'm gonna have to handle things behind the scenes. But shout out y'all, man. Make sure you guys liking the stream, leaving comments, sharing, getting more people involved, man. Anybody y'all know that you think could get up here and spread their opinion, or if y'all even if y'all have topics or like stream ideas or just things to talk about during the stream. It ain't got to always be about the title. We just get to talking sometimes. When it's just me up here, I'm gonna probably keep it on the title and then get to drifting. But hell yeah, dribble, like, comment, subscribe, post bell noti. Uh, FTC, shout out to Flight, bro. That man still going. That man Flight White still streaming. When I got into streaming a couple years ago, he was like a main person I was watching. So shout out him and the NBA 2K. Man, them microtransactions in 2K be hell. I was looking at how they sell VC, but if you play my team, they sell MT points on there now too. So you could on first week, you probably got people spending like upwards to like $500, bro. Upwards to about 500, $600 for cars that's not even gonna age well. I don't know if y'all part of that my team community, but we're gonna get past that because that shit ass. But yeah, DC, bro, they looking for a new hero. They looking for a new hero, and there's a pool party out there. Everybody gonna be buying pools. If he was smart, he'd get him a little sponsorship. If he was smart, he'd get him a little sponsorship with like jacuzzis or a pool place, some type of pool, luxury pools. Nah, but I don't know, bro. I honestly just feel like because people saying Tyus Jones is gonna be the starting point guard. I'm hearing Tyus Jones is gonna be their starting point guard. If that's the case, I wouldn't even be too mad. I wouldn't even be too mad. Get another primary ball handler, take some pressure off of Jordan Poole. He doesn't need the ball in his hands. Like, he doesn't need the ball in his hands to succeed. He could be off ball. He can run out screens. He could probably try to bring some of that. Now I don't know. I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like as far as a player coming to a team. If you're just gonna try to play your game, or if you like, I don't know at what point in his career he's in. Like, is he trying to win? Is he gonna try to implement what he learned in that championship run and like from the Warriors and try to bring that to let's just call a spade, bro. A coacherless, a coacherless Washington D.C. area, bro. Like, I don't think they have too much. I don't think they have too much like as far as trends or something like that they have out there for basketball for the NBA. So like he can go out there and create a culture for real. He got the fans. He already got the fans on his side. You know, some of his best some of his best highlights are out there in DC too. So you got the goddamn highlight nerds on your side. All the highlight nerds, they like, oh yeah, Jordan Poole's gonna goddamn nah. Like, you already know. You already know what they saying. But like I said, he got some of his best highlights out there in DC. And he a highlight animal, but is that first option is that first option is that I'm not worried about that. I hear a lot of people, other people are, you know. To be better than Gilbert Arenas and Wes Unseld is different. Even John Wall, I think John Wall accomplished more than Bradley Beal did for the Wizards. Which I ain't even. I could let me look at the stats. It ain't even about the stats. I just mean like his level of play, and then also like playoff, being the best player on the playoff team, getting his team in the playoffs. Like John Wall was in the playoffs. He was taking his team to the playoffs. Like, he got 5 All-Stars, and then all them was out there. He has an all defensive team. Like, come on, bro. That's crazy. He got an all defensive team. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. A guard, and then he was like that. He was out there blocking shots, getting steals in passing lane, guarding up. But I do remember him being great at defense, but I didn't know he made an All NBA. That's crazy. All defensive NBA team. Yeah, Chris Paul has not. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like people get it misconstrued, and they feel as if Bradley Beal was like some Chris Paul on the Hornets era phase type shit. Like, that's just not what it was, bro. At best, Bradley Beal was like Zach Levine on the Bulls. Like, him and that. You feel me? You feel what I'm getting at? Like, they didn't. Not too much came from it. You know, not too much came from Bradley Beal being on the Wizards. One playoff appearance, I think. First round exit. I don't know who it was against. It could have been a great team. Could have been like the Celtics. I'm assuming it was the Celtics, but I know he was there. Or John, he came after John Wall's like prime for real, because he started getting hurt and shit. But yeah, bro, it's just I don't know, like Jordan Poole about damn near as accomplished as him anyway, just from being a champ. Just from being a champ. Their career splits are definitely different. But Bradley Beal had the option to be in no man's land where nobody else. He was a black hole. Nobody else even really needed to touch the ball. He could do it all, and he walked away with averaging 30. Jordan Poole could do the same thing, and he's not gonna have to. He has decent teammates. I think Spencer Dinwiddie's still out there. I like Avita or Avita or whatever his name is. I think she's gonna be smooth. I don't think it's gonna be the same. I don't think it's gonna be the same type of situation. They're gonna have more of a team culture, I think, with Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma, Spencer Dinwiddie, Tyus Jones. Like, they're a better team than what Bradley Beal was having as well. But Jordan Poole being the first option, bro, he's gonna be a huge piece because of that. And I don't know, bro. I just feel like that 20 per game that he averaged last year, 20 and 5, 20 and 4. If you want to go down, that's cool. That goes up to like 25, bro. 25, 26, and like 6. 25 and 25, 26, and 6. And I think they're gonna be a play-in team. It's hard for me to say playoff. I was saying playoff yesterday, but I went and looked, and playoffs is kind of tough. You got to be a top 6, which means you probably got to get 48 wins, 47 to like 48 wins. Don't see that happening for them. I see more so like a 38 win team, 40, 38, like 38 through like 38 through like 42. I'm gonna give them 42 at max, but that's just what it's gonna start at. Him and Kyle Kuzma, I could just imagine. And you think about their play style, both of their play styles is like I said, sporadic. Like Kyle Kuzma plays some defense too. He'll get at you on the other end, but they both run the floor. They both have won championships. Both have played with great players. So they got nothing but great stories, great things to give, great news to give. Avita, I think is his name, to get to the young guys. So yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to it. Spencer Dinwiddie played with some great players as well. Tyus Jones, he played in that Western Conference, so he knows what it takes to make deep playoff runs, bro. I don't see nothing but positivity, and they could probably try to sign another free agent or something too, or get a little trade going, because I think they lacking in the big man department. But I don't know. I could sit and talk about Jordan Poole, bro, because it's easy to talk about the kid, you know. It's easy to talk about the kid. He plays the ball. He plays the game the right way. He plays the game the right way, and well, he really don't. But I think he's gonna learn to. He actually plays. He doesn't play the game the right way. He tries to do too much sometimes. But I heard nothing but positivity, bro. I heard nothing but good things about where his head is at and how day one, as he when he got out there, it was immediate. It was immediate work. Let me get with the team. Let me get right. You feel me? Let me see if we can work out. You feel me? Let's go out for dinner. I heard he went out to dinner to eat with his team the moment he got there, bro. That's special. That's something special. That's what leaders do, bro. That means that's what I say. He's trending in the right direction. I feel like the Wizards are one of those franchises that feel cursed. I agree. I honestly feel the same, and I think that's why I'm feeling so high about this unit, bro. Because if you look at it, they're not just cursed just from like how they feel. It's shown. They've never been their best players they never stay healthy or something ends up happening. Bradley Bill's stunt was bad. Him and Porzingis, that was just bad. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why they thought Porzingis, even though Porzingis played good for them, I would have damn near tried to keep Porzingis with Jordan Poole. I think Poole would play really good with a stretch big who likes to drive in all the time. Like he could pick and pop for him. Like that's what Jordan Poole really needs. Kevon Looney was great for him. Draymond was great for him, but I don't know, bro. I just see the light at the end of the tunnel with Jordan Poole as the first option. Who's the Wizards big man? Let me look it up. Look, Chris Paul. Let's talk about Chris Paul for a second. Let me sidestep. Chris Paul has 12 All Stars, six, bro. 12 All Stars is crazy on a like what 15-year career, 15, 16-year career. That means that 4 of your seasons, 3, 4 of your seasons, you didn't make it. 5 times, hey, 5 times assist champ, 6 times steals champ. That's crazy. 6 times, 11 times All NBA. I'm talking about people will be disrespecting Chris Paul. Making All NBA for an entire decade, and even if it wasn't consistent, consecutive, is crazy, bro. 11 All NBA. He was Rookie of the Year, obviously. 9 times All Defensive. How insane is that? How insane is that? Christopher Emmanuel Paul made 9 All Defensive NBA teams. Shit's crazy, bro. Shit's crazy. He's one of the most accomplished point guards. All he needs is a championship, and people will start talking about him in a much better light. Although people do, although I do hear people talk about Chris Paul like he is a point guard, so he gets his flowers for sure. He gets his flowers, but they need a big though. The Wizards need a big. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't even looked at their roster yet. I haven't even looked at their roster yet, and I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that is not gonna be nothing too pretty. All right. Daniel Gafford is their starting center. That's the bro that got crossed up by Kevin Durant. So he KD size pretty much, and he's the starting center. He get big though. I have seen him getting the paint and post on, but Daniel Gafford's not the guy I want as my starting center if I think I'm about to try to win games. They do got Gallinari who playing with a chip on his shoulder. I like Gallinari out there. They got a couple. They got Mike Muscala. Maybe he can get some good minutes, some productive minutes off the bench. Maybe Mike Muscala can get some productive minutes off the bench. I think the Wizards will be fine though. I mean, think about the Eastern Conference. Think about the Eastern Conference, bro. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, the Eastern Conference already. So let's name the top teams because I think they're going to be a playing team with him as a first option. I think they're a playing team with JP as the first option. So that means 10 through 8, 10 through 7. My bad. That means 10 through 7, 10 through 7. So number one, I have the Celtics. I got the Cavs at two. So Celtics, Cavs, and then from there, uh, it could be any it could go any direction from there, bro. The Bucks, the 76ers, the Knicks, like them three could be third through fifth. Knicks, Bucks, 76ers, third through fifth. And then Nets, Miami, and Hawks could be six through eight, six through eight. So yeah, so they just got to be better than the Hornets, Magic, Pistons, and Raptors and Pacers. Pistons, Raptors, Pacers, Magic, Hornets. They can make the play in, bro. It's possible. The Pistons might be somebody to watch. I ain't gonna lie. The Pistons might be a team to watch. I am looking forward to watching Kay Cunningham come back and seeing him and Jaden Ivey mesh. They got the twin, Jalen Dern. They got nice young talents. If they could, is Dwayne Casey still their coach? I don't know. I can't remember who their coach is. I could be so outdated saying that, but or no, I think they just got the Suns coach, didn't they? The Suns' old coach is on the Pistons now, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so the Pistons could be better than the Wizards. The Pistons could be better than the Wizards. That's one of them teams. I think the 76ers are gonna fall off. The Raptors are gonna suck. I think Magic are gonna suck. Hornets are gonna suck. Pacers might get better. Uh, the Bulls. I don't see the Bulls getting better. I don't think we're gonna get better. So yeah, we could swing the Wizards in there to like seven through 10, bro. I'm telling you, they're a playing team. And that's just the build off the first year. Like, don't let them make the playoffs and actually make some noise in the playoffs. Let him get some noise going, actually start to get comfortable and get some stats in the playoffs as the first option. Give us like a couple 30-point games or something like that. But he's a bad passer. He's not a willing passer, and he's also a bad passer. He makes good passes sometimes, but he makes some of the most predictable passes, bro. Like, and he thinks about it. He wants to score the ball first, so then he'll come down. It'll get to a situation where he'll want to score and that didn't work. So then he'll just try to force the pass and get a little dumb turnover because you playing with guys in the NBA who don't play that stupid shit. Um, but I would try to probably trade for a guy like I'd probably try to trade for a guy like Jared Allen or Jared Allen. I don't know. I want a big man though, because they don't have no real big man. Daniel Gafford's not a big man. He's not my big. He's not the guy I want as the center that has to guard Jokic. Like I have Daniel Gafford to guard Jokic, bro. It's just not enough. So they could make the play in if they could try to get a big for real. Because I'm not even gonna say and pretend. I really maybe Clint Capella, maybe bring in a lob threat. I could see Jordan Poole becoming that type of passer. If anything, he could throw lobs because that's off the dribble. That's off the score penetration. So that'd be up his lane. I think that's why it works out for Trey Young as much as it does because he's always looking to score the ball. Although Trey Young is like top 8, top 7 playmaker. He might be top 5 playmaker in a league, so I ain't gonna compare the two. I'm not saying if he goes out there that he's just gonna be making passes and doing what he did and what he does, but still, I think that'd be a for a guy that attacks the basket as much as Jordan Poole does. I could see that working out. A Clint Capella type build. Um, like I said, Jared Allen, somebody who's just around around. I would say it'd be easy to distinguish though between being a play-in team and not making it. So that's why I'm putting him between in the play-in. I'm putting the Wizards in the play-in. I don't think that the bottom like what 3 teams, 2, 3 teams. I think it might be 4 teams even. Bottom 4 teams that don't make it will be yeah, the bottom 4 teams that don't make it. I don't think they're gonna be close to the play in. So I'm gonna call them like a 7, 8 top of the play in if they could get a big man. But if they don't get a big man, they still in the play in. They're still not like worse than the NBA. I don't think. But I think it's a good situation for him, bro, with the as far as the wing and guard position right now. Do they still have Spencer Dinwiddie? Or no, Spencer Dinwiddie, he on the Brooklyn Nets, if I'm not mistaken. He on the Brooklyn Nets. But they got Tyus and Jared, not Jared Allen, but Jordan Poole. He said, should Cavs trade Jared Allen? Cavs already have Mobley. They should get a wing for Jared. Yeah, I think so. I honestly think so. Either come off of him or Evan Mobley. And don't get me wrong, like that front court is amazing. Having both of them, they obviously coming off of having the number one defense in the league. But like you said, bro, they need a wing. You know, I ain't gonna say that was their glaring problems. Donovan Mitchell should have played better, obviously, but sometimes you do have Donovan Mitchell having to guard the wing, and although it wasn't bad, like I said, because they still had the number one defense in the league, if I'm not mistaken. It's still one of them things that I would try to test the waters, but I don't know because I like Jared Allen a lot. So me personally, I'm not coming off of Jared Allen. I think Jared Allen is a top 5 center in the NBA. I think Jared Allen is a top 5 center in the NBA, bro. Just being honest. I mean, you got Jokic and B, and this is where it starts to get nasty, bro. Like, is Carl Anthony Towns or Rudy Gobert really better than Jared Allen? Are either one of them really better than Jared Allen? Like, be honest. I like Jared Allen. You know, he blocks shots, he protects the rim, he does what he's supposed to. They had Seti Osman guarding Brunson down the stretch. Yeah. Jet or how I said his name, I think it's like Jetty, something like that. But yeah, I don't like Osman in their off as far as the offensive guy. I think he'll do good for a team like Magic or something, but they already have so much offense with their wing I mean, with their guards. And I think you keep Karis LeVert too. I like Karis LeVert, but I think you just need to bring in more defense, like you or not more defense, but just maybe a better playmaker for the bench or try to get Karis in that starting lineup if I don't know, because you can't do that because you need Donovan and Darius Garland to start. And I'm not starting Karis LeVert at the small forward, bro. It's just not happening. But they need more than just one wing, bro. They need multiple wings because, like I said, Karis LeVert shouldn't have to play the wing position. He moved like a guard, so he should be treated like a guard. That defensive stopper on the perimeter, Draymond. They need somebody. Oh no, Kuminga, Jonathan Kuminga. I would try to get him if I'm the Cavs. Isaac Okoro should be that guy, but he can't shoot well. Nah, liability on the floor well, in the offense. And even then, I don't think he's some defensive stopper. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Okoro is just some defensive stopper. Like he's decent on defense, but he's not just out there. He's not just out there like go get Paul George or not even if you want to go there, go get fucking because Evan Mobley be trying his hardest to guard guys like Paul George, but she's not really that good on the perimeter. But you don't tell Okoro like go get Kyrie. You got Kyrie for the night. Like he's gonna get mixed. Luca, Kyrie, D Fox. Yeah, they drafted Okoro fifth. He's not a bust or nothing, but he was a defensive stud in college. But the NBA, yeah, yeah, he was great in college. But he was great in college, bro. But at the end of the day, that shit didn't translate. Like I'm not saying he's bad on defense. He's uh he's obviously I don't know what the numbers look like. You know, I think he's a positive defender. I'm not saying like bad or negative. I do, like I said, I do think he's a positive defender. But you know, like I said, for the liability that he is on offense, he's not like I said, he's not Draymond out there or he's not fucking Herb Jones. He's not even Herb Jones for real. Yeah, he was definitely supposed to be a defender. Like you said in college, like when he was at Auburn, bro, he was for sure like he was for sure that dude. Like he locked up. He took on the Well, yeah, it's college defense too, so it is a little oversaturated, bro. Like, if you being a good defender in college is just not the same type shit. Yeah, he's not a stopper. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if you put Okoro on the floor, the way his flaws, what time is it? It's 8:30. His flaws on offense far exceed how good he is for defense. Like, if he was like pushing the pace on defense and moving in the fast break off of getting stops on the regular, like something like that, or like really depleting, shutting down the other guy's best player, then it's okay. Like, we can find a place for you because you're doing so much for us. But in this case, bro, like if he was in corner threes, I feel like Donovan Mitchell would have performed better too in the playoffs against the Knicks. Like, I think that had a lot to do. I don't know. I mean, Donovan Mitchell just sucked. Bro just literally wasn't doing what he was brought here to do. And you gotta give the Knicks a lot of credit for the way they was playing defense, but I can't give them all the credit, bro. Like, Donovan Mitchell just has to play better. Like, I don't think they need to make too many changes. Terrence Mann or Bruce Brown type. Yeah, I like Terrence Mann a lot. And see, yeah, that's who he needs to thrive to be like Bruce Brown. Terrence Mann still got to prove himself a little bit to me because his team be so hurt. So like his team's superstars being hurt kind of like shades him a little bit because yeah, he has to step up, but his stepping up isn't making the team go further, bro. Like he's not like he's not like you feel me? He didn't they didn't get hurt. And like Jordan Poole, for instance, like when Steph got hurt, Jordan Poole stepped in and jumped straight into the role. You feel me? Like he kept the ship rolling to lead them into the playoffs. Shout out Jordan Poole, bro. I think he just doesn't get enough credit for how much he did that year, 2022. But Ty Lue doesn't play him enough. Ty Lue's a good coach, though. Ty Lue is a good coach. He's personable. He knows he's a player's coach. That's just one of them things that I just feel like you can't buy. I think he's shown that he's great at making adjustments down the stretch or in a playoff series if things aren't going how they were planned. He's big on making adjustments. He holds players accountable. That's probably my favorite part about Ty Lue and any story I've heard about him. He holds the players accountable, bro. Which if you was a point guard for Shaq and Kobe, I think that's you kind of gotta be like that was just the locker room. That was one of them locker rooms that you just I ain't gonna say it was divided. I don't think that locker room was divided, but I do think that it was a hard. I think it was kind of a divide in the sense of where everybody's head was. Like you know, Kobe, Kobe is locked in, probably not talking too much. If he is, it's all about the game. It's all about production, how we can be better. Shaq, let's go to the fucking club. I got this. I'm kicking it with Ludacris. I'm about to be with. We gonna be in the city with Outkast. Like you feel me? Like Shaq was hanging with the celebrities, getting endorsements, like doing this, that, the third. He wasn't, and not even. I didn't even say getting endorsements. He was just having a good time. He was just doing his thing, balling out. But nah, that's what it is when you play in. I think you play in a locker room like that where both of your best guys are just so different as far as like they're not even to say beliefs, but just how they are. You know the shit that they do off the court, and Cole just usually don't get off the court. So hell yeah, bro. Adversity, a locker room with that much adversity. That's the word I was looking for. With that much adversity, I think is like how can you not? How can you not end up being a good NBA coach? Like you done seen all different types of players. You done see all the every different type of person that's in the locker room competing against. You know, so yeah. Shout out Talu. Shout out Talu. I feel like he has a real opportunity to make some noise this year. The Clippers. I hadn't talked about the Western Conference at all this stream. We kind of kept it on. We kind of kept it on the same topic. Eastern Conference, Jordan Poole, and them boys. I think the Wiz. Before I get on the Clippers, I think the Warriors are gonna regret trading away Jordan Poole. I think it's gonna bite them, bro. If they don't find much success with this Chris Paul team, after this, I think it's gonna go downhill for them. Like they're gonna ruin young guys like Kuminga and what's name's career, bro. Like shit's gonna get bad. Did you talk about USA not winning FIBA yet? I wish I could have watched the games. I never got to. Yeah, I we was talking about that past two streams. Really, I hadn't talked about this stream, but we can get into that if you would like. And if y'all ever want to come up too, man, hey, make sure y'all leave a like on the stream, leave the comments, get new people in here, post bell notification, all that good stuff. But stream y'all link too if anybody ever wanted to tap in. I don't care. But um, I'm very disappointed in the young guys just based off of. I'm not very disappointed. This is what I didn't really expect this team to win. I think they were good enough to win, but it's just more so about like I blame coaching more so than anything. I blame coaching, bro. You were gonna say something about the Clippers? Yeah, I think that the Clippers have a great opportunity to make some noise this year. If Kawhi and PG are healthy as they're supposed to be, Terrence, man, they got Westbrook, who I think is really working in this offseason and just to stay in shape because I think that's all Westbrook has to do is be in shape going into the season. Like me personally, Westbrook game on the Lakers was like when people say he sucked. I think it was a test of him just not being in shape as much. Like he wasn't in the gym as much as he was prior to coming to the Lakers. He was missing. It wasn't about the. If you ask me personally, he's always missed shots. He's always missed shots bad and brick bad. He was missing layups, bro. Like he wasn't dunking as much. He wasn't getting in the lane as much as he used to before he had came to the Lakers. So I think it was a lot of his athleticism slipping that if he can get that back right and get the first step just isn't what it'll like. He getting older. That's something that we all gotta come to an understanding on. Like he's definitely getting older, so his first step isn't what it used to be. But I do honestly believe that Russell Westbrook, if he could polish that athleticism around hitting them layups, finishing around the basket, and understand that he's not above the rim like he used to be. Like he can still dunk and get up there, but he's just not above the rim like he used to be. Get them layups on him down packed. The Clippers can make a lot of noise, bro. Because think about it. Ain't they about to get their own arena? Ain't they about to get their own arena? If I'm not mistaken. Um, but they brought back Zubac, brought back Terrence Mann, still got Montrezl Harrell. You know, if I'm not mistaken, they brought in Patrick Beverly. Or where Patrick Beverly playing at? Where Patrick Beverly playing? Is he back on the Clippers? I don't think he back on the Clippers. I think they still got Bones Highland though. I feel like they're gonna come up off of Bones Highland. Kenyon Martin Jr. was a great scoop. He was a great pickup. Yeah, they are. Norman Powell. Yeah, still got Norman Powell. Like they have such a Beverly on the Bulls. Beverly got moved. Now Beverly got moved. I think he went back to like the Timberwolves or something. Like I can't remember. Let me look up who Pat Bev played for. Oh, the 76ers. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. He went to the 76ers. Facts. He went to the 76ers. Nah, Nick Batum retired, bro. Nick Batum retired. Paul George said it on his podcast. He said Nicholas Batum retiring, man. That's crazy. Bones Highland, I think they're gonna come up off. I think they're gonna waive Bones Highland. I don't think they're gonna keep him. They definitely still got Rocco though, and my team legend Rocco. But that's what I'm saying. They have a deep roster. Montrezl Harrell and Zubac as the bigs, but they have such a deep roster. I'm giving Westbrook credit. I really do think Westbrook is gonna have a career year. Oh shit, he really did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They said Nick Batum retired, bro. I was looking at the Paul George podcast, and he said they was telling a story, and for sure he's up out of there. Yeah, I don't know though. I think it's a I think it's a good I think it's a good opportunity for them to really pop off. You feel me? Really pop off and make some noise. Everybody. The Lakers got better, but other than that, is I don't like the Nuggets didn't get better. I think they'll still be great, but I just think the Clippers will make a lot of noise if they can stay healthy for real. Plumlee. Yeah, Plumlee.
completely
My bad.
healthy.
They got Plumlee. What's good with you, Otaku? What's up, bro?
What's up?
Yeah, we was just talking about the Clippers. I had already ranted about Jordan Poole for the past
I was gonna
45.
say, wait, you're not talking about the most overrated duo in the NBA, are you?
I am. I am actually talking about Paul
Damn,
George.
that's crazy.
I mean,
No,
but
but in all
I'm just
honesty, like Russell Westbrook could be like the All Star until like Kawhi and PG get back. It's
yeah.
just like, bruh, like I don't want to see Russell Westbrook like this anymore, dude. Like it's so painful.
You don't think Westbrook bounces back this year or has like a great because he
I
was
don't think
playing
he
good for the
averages a
Clippers.
triple double like he once did. And even if he does, his
Yeah, of
triple doubles
course.
now will be way less impactful than once they were like or the way they once were on OKC.
Yeah, I
Because the
feel
thing is
that.
that like back when like in 2017 and 2018, like that season when he averaged a triple double, like yes, he averaged a triple double, but a great portion of it was like he was able to like, fly by people and he was able to like get these like insane rebounds. Like yes, about 40% of his rebounds were uncontested because Steven Adams was boxing out for him. And for whatever reason, Steven Adams never picked them up and Russell did. But
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Steven Adams, he shaved his rebounds for Westbrook to get that triple double for sure. I
yeah,
mean, you
he was a grunt worker, like bro,
yeah,
like
which I'm not mad at. I mean, it was for history at the end of the day, but also
it was
you
for
you
history, but at the same time, I think people like overrate the hell out of it.
I agree,
Because
but you also said well the most important aspect of what he was in OKC it was that athleticism, bro. It was the way
yeah,
he got up and down the
exactly.
court. So like I think if he can refurbish that a little bit with
And
this
he
coming
can't
into the
and he
season,
can't drive and kick like he once used to. Like he still
yeah,
could, but like
right.
I can't really say that like Russell Westbrook is like gonna be like this amazing person.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
But I do think that if he can, because I mean personally, I think Kawhi and PG, this is their last year. You know, they kind of if they don't do it this
this is
year,
their
it was
last year
all for nothing.
together for real.
Yeah, you feel me? So if they got that mindset, they got a deep roster. You know, you look at the Clippers roster, it's nothing that they're lacking in, whether it's the wing, big, or guard position. So if they could just be healthy,
Eh,
who,
one could
where?
argue their bigs aren't like
Like
ideal.
Plumlee and Zubac are okay though. They're okay enough.
Plumlee's Plumlee's some pretty good mid,
Yeah. But
and
he's
Zubats is like
also
by far like one of the most over adulated like 7 point per game scorers I've ever seen in my life. So
but man, I like Zubac. I think Zubac doesn't get enough credit. I mean, he gets overrated by a few people, but most people don't even speak on Zubac. And
yeah.
I think Zubac, he's adequate big. I mean, these are guys, like I said, I'm not calling them like great or nothing, but you got you got two top 15 players. If they could just be healthy, bro, like if they could just be a
Can
top
we
20 for
really
Paul
say Paul
George,
George is top 15 anymore though?
top 20, bro. Even if
Okay,
at the
top
least,
20.
and even at
Yeah.
the
If
least
he's
top
healthy,
25.
he's top 20. But then again,
Yeah.
like if he's unhealthy, like shit, like
Yeah,
fucking
Kawhi too though. If Kawhi's not healthy,
they
he's
got
not.
they got fuckers on the fucking Orlando Magic that are better than him that I don't even know the names of. The fuck?
Yeah, yeah, I feel that. I don't know though. I think the West is one of them things where when you win a championship, when like the Nuggets, and then you lose somebody like Bruce Brown, like I don't think the Nuggets are just gonna be bad, but I do think teams aren't really like they got better.
Oh,
So
you mean the baby daddy of that one person?
who? Oh, Bruce Brown,
Yeah,
the one
yeah,
who they thought was Blake Griffin's.
yeah,
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 exactly.
that
Yeah.
was crazy. That was such a crazy story.
Also, yeah, no, honestly, like I don't want to like keep going back to Hark on this, but like, bro, like Saints got like 13 players in his top 10 of all time, and Kobe's not one of them.
Yeah, Saint is hilarious, bro. You gotta send me the timestamp so or comment on the stream
Yeah,
for the
yeah, yeah. I
timestamp
get. Yeah, I definitely
so I
am.
can clip it. I'm
Like,
gonna
I
start
already
making
clipped
short.
them. I just need to send them to you now,
Yeah, I'm gonna start making
bro. I literally like
yeah.
watched them back, and also he did not mention LeBron before Magic or Bird or Kareem or Shaq or Duncan or Curry. He mentioned LeBron before AI though.
Iverson and no Kobe is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, honestly, like what's weird is that like Saint doesn't get what I'm trying to say when I say that like you have to rank them by position when you're also ranking them. So like when I say that Michael Jordan or like when I say that LeBron James is the greatest player of all time, I'm also calling him the greatest small forward of all time.
Of course, yeah.
And like the thing is that like, you know, like people are gonna say, well, I mean, well, what about Larry Bird? It's like, bro, he's second on my list of small forwards, but he's number 11 all time for me. Like yeah, that's like that's gonna be the thing. Like, and like when we like also like compare like bigs. So like like I got like Kareem 3, on my all time list, and like I also put him like up against like Russell and Wilt, like who I have like as the second and third greatest centers of all time. It was actually kind of weird for me because I actually thought like, wait, is Shaq gonna make my top 10? And then I was like, oh, he didn't.
Yeah, I got Shaq in my top 10, but
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
I was gonna say like because we didn't get to actually fully hear your top 10 because you said you were gonna go on about it, and then I mentioned like how the efficiency thing wasn't like as high, and then like we ran into a whole rant about like his like free throw percentage and his true shooting percentage, which was pretty good, and yeah, like we never got to hear the rest of that, but
yeah. I can go over my top 10.
yeah.
Let me see. My top 10.
So Braun's got to be at 3,
Yeah,
or is it
Bron is
Magic,
3.
or is it Kareem?
Yeah, Bron was 3. So Jordan, Cole, Bron, and then 4. I mean, I don't know, bro. It's like one of them things that you get to
Because this is
choose.
a loaded ass list. Because my top 10 goes as Braun, MJ, Kareem, Magic. You can interchange 3 and 4 though. Duncan, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain. I had Kobe at 8, which A made more sense because he wore the number 8, and B I just couldn't, and I had to refix my top 10, and then I had Curry 9, and then Hakeem 10, and then I have Bird at 11. For those who were asking about the number 11 slot.
Bird at 11. 4, I probably have Magic. I might have Magic at 4, maybe. I don't know. Cause I personally I pushed Magic up to like 8 or 9, you know. For me, 4 was like I have Hakeem and then Kareem. Kareem was 4.
Didn't you have Hakeem at like 7 or 8? You
Yeah,
said
I had Kareem at 4, and then 5, Tim Duncan, and then 6 Curry, 7
6 is
uh
Curry already.
yeah, Curry's after Tim Duncan.
So you have him over Magic.
Yeah, for sure. This is that's what I was about to say. I have
Okay.
so Tim Duncan, Curry, and then I'm not even really sure if I have Magic over Bird because
I feel like
like
what leans me more towards Bird is the fact that with Magic, he has like more control over the game as to where like Larry Bird had to have like a he didn't have all-time point guards, but I think he had like Tiny Archibald for like the earlier part of his career, which
yeah.
like really helped him out. So like if people want to argue Bird over Magic, I just don't agree. But like at the same time, I'm not like completely offended by their comments.
Yeah. Oh, I got Shaq before them actually. So it's like Shaq is before Magic, and then it's
So you
like
got Shaq at 7,
Curry. Yeah, Shaq is Curry, Shaq, and then I don't know, bro. I
and then
gotta
would you
look.
do Hakeem 8,
I got it in my list.
Magic
No,
9?
I had Hakeem before. It's Kareem, Hakeem,
So you have
Tim
Kareem,
Duncan.
Hakeem, Duncan, Curry.
Yeah, Kareem, Hakeem, Duncan, Curry, and then Shaq, and then like Bird. Nah, I don't know. It just depends. I put Magic, and I put Magic, Bird. And what's that? 10? I think that's 10 right there.
Yeah, because Magic's 9, and then Bird's 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my list. I got Hakeem. I got Hakeem really high
So
because
you
he
didn't give any love to the older heads. You didn't give any love to
no, they're kicked
Bill
out.
Russell or Wilt.
Nope, out the list because it's hard to rank them, bro. Like
It is hard to rank them, but at the same time, it's just like I feel like for posterity's sake, I put them in there. And like
yeah,
it's not, and like there's nothing wrong with being the best player in the 1960s
it was hard to rank
/
Kareem
70s.
too.
But it's like, huh?
I said it was hard to rank Kareem too. I mean,
Yeah.
you look at
Well,
the
I
early
mean, the
half of his
thing is
career.
that with Kareem is that like I think Kareem, the reason why I put him over Magic is that like I saw Kareem win without Magic, where I couldn't see Magic win without Kareem. Because he still went to the finals, but he was running into Michael Jordan, so
Yeah.
I don't
Also,
really tax him too much. But at the
Magic
same
was the
time, it
best
is
player
like
on those last two rings though that they won, even though
yeah,
Kareem was there. But Kareem was there though, so I get what you're saying. And Kareem, my only thing about Kareem, he's still only one of great players too, because on the Bucks he had Oscar on his team. So I
yeah,
mean,
he had
it's
Oscar, but at the same time, like that's what I'm saying is that like I've seen him win without Magic. Like
yeah,
yes, some people will argue that like Oscar Robertson's either the second or best or third best point guard of all time. Because I think everybody would have Curry over Oscar now as
for
the
sure.
second greatest point guard of all time, and I do as well, seeing as how I have Curry at 9 and Oscar's probably not until like number like I don't know maybe like 13 or 14,
Yeah,
but um yeah but yeah like even though like he was like only like the third best point guard, like that's not a slight like for him like being like at that time before Magic came, he was the greatest point guard of all time. And now people probably would have argued Bob Cousy because you know the way that worked, but
yeah, Bob Cousy. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. The air, it's hard to.
like it's hard to judge it by the era. But like what I did is like I compared them like to their contemporaries as well, where I was like, okay, where did this person rank amongst their contemporaries and how close was it? So that's
Yeah,
why I have Wilt and Russ, like I have Wilt and Russell like literally right next to each other, just because of the fact that like yes, like they were like the greatest people of like their age, but like when you compare them both to their contemporaries other than themselves, they were in a class of their own.
yeah. He said
So
Oscar
like,
was past his prime when he won with Wilt.
well, with Kareem,
Yeah, I don't watch.
yeah,
I don't. Me personally, I can't judge those. And then I just thought like the playoffs was
yeah.
weird
Because I was
back
gonna
then
say like
too.
if we go by top 10 we've ever seen, then this list is pretty much washed for me. Like literally the only people in my top 10 that I've actually watched live are LeBron. I'm not counting a 39/40-year-old version of MJ. That shit's out. Tim Duncan, I saw live. Kobe and Curry. Everybody else is like before my time, pretty much.
If I had to choose that I've seen, I would obviously like four names could
And
take
I'm
them
so
out.
and I'm so sad that KD has to be in that top 10 of all time that I've seen because
Well,
because I'm just like I'm so sad because like I don't feel like he belongs there.
hmm.
Like
Yeah, I guess if you say that, KD's like top five for me then, if it's off of who I've seen.
yeah, because I was gonna say for me, well, I guess I mean I'm younger than you, so like my list is even more restrained than yours is.
Yeah, I mean, KD's better than the guys from the early 2000s to me though, like Vince Carter,
Well, I mean
T
Vince
Mac.
Carter is like out, like bro, like
Yeah, T Mac, Vince Carter, but even the greats like somebody like T Mac, I
well,
got KD over
I
Iverson.
think yeah, it'd have to be KD. As much as
Yeah,
I hate to
he's for
say it,
sure. He's for sure top 10.
I mean, the thing is that like I feel like T Mac could have done the same thing KD did. It just would have been a very different way.
I
But
like T Mac a lot, but I don't think he doing what KD did. Just, I mean, but I don't think KD could do what T Mac did either because KD's
I
a
think he
very,
puts up 40 on those Cavs teams.
I think KD is, yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're talking about it from that perspective, I think, but I mean, over the course of their careers, like KD is a reserve type of scorer. Like he never really been the type to just go out there and just do it. Like
Well, I mean, to
don't
be
not
fair,
giving a
Russ
fuck.
didn't really give him that opportunity to. Because yes,
Yeah,
even though like
facts.
Russ was drafted the year after him, like the offense still pretty much ran through Russ
Of
until
course, but I mean that's because KD was not a good playmaker. So that ain't that's they needed Russ. I
yeah.
mean, obviously, I
They
think he would
needed
have been
Russ,
better
but at
off.
the same time, like if had
They
Russ had
really needed
like
like Chris
slightly
Paul or
higher
something.
basketball IQ to where he was like, you know what, KD, you have the hot hand. You take it. And I'm
Yeah,
just like,
that's
bro.
crazy to think that Russell Westbrook stunted KD's career. That's hilarious.
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to say that, like, I'm not trying to like insinuate that, but like that's probably the way it's gonna come across. Where it's like, where it's like, maybe KD could have been a better passer of the basketball if Scotty Brooks had just tried to like, teach him a better way. Because I feel like with KD, he didn't really want to be like a facilitator of an offense, which I guess is also like an indictment. But at the same time, it's just like, bro,
Man,
that's
that's just a part of being great, though. Like you have to learn to be a playmaker, and you
yeah,
know,
exactly.
but
KD,
like I said, I think that's why I'm saying like Westbrook really did stunt his growth in that sense because you just called it, bro. Like had they had
yeah,
a point guard with a better IQ, KD would have.
and then Harden came in. Fuck.
Yeah, and then Harden. Well, I think
And
Harden would
Serge
have been better.
Ibaka also came in, so like KD didn't have to like truly be a defender. Like he was like, bro, like just go score.
Yeah,
Like I think like being in that Thunder situation actually kind of wrecked him
yeah,
because
hindered him.
like
It
if
did.
he had like if he was given more responsibility earlier on in his career, like LeBron was, like he might have damn near had a similar career path to LeBron. Like I wouldn't say that he would average 27, 8, and 8, but like his numbers would like it wouldn't feel like it's such an insult to compare KD to LeBron. I guess for me, because like whenever people say that KD's better than LeBron, I'm just like, bro, shut the hell up. No, he's not. Like even to this day, even though like LeBron's like freaking 10 years past his prime already, like I still have LeBron above KD, like in current rankings. That's not even like all time rankings. That's right now.
The only reason I did this year is because KD got hurt. I mean, me personally, I think the past 2 3 years was yeah, the year that he went to conference or not conference, the year they lost to the Bucks was the first year I had KD better than Bron. And then that was the year after the bubble. So Bron went through an injury, if I'm not mistaken. And then from then on,
No, yeah, he had a high ankle sprain because Solomon Hill freaking tumble rolled into him.
yeah, so like from then on, I had KD ranked higher because KD was playing outside his mind, and they were competing. It's just the Brooklyn Nets organization went through so much when KD was there.
I think
Like,
what lent me towards LeBron, even though LeBron was injured, is he recovers from his injuries faster than KD, which is like it's I mean, to be fair, is like still a part of an argument. It's just like, bro, like LeBron's just way more durable than KD. That's just never been
for
a
sure.
question. And
I mean,
like
LeBron
two,
LeBron is
like
arguably
we
the
all
most
knew
durable.
that like when he came back, he was gonna still be around like, a top 5 player in the NBA. Like when KD blew his Achilles, we didn't know what he would be. Like, yes, a lot of people just assumed he'd be like the same player, if not like, just the tiniest bit worse defensively, which he has been. Like, let's just not sugarcoat it. Like, he just has been like worse defensively because he's been less willing to protect the rim.
Yeah, his defense didn't slip too much though. I would say just that his first step isn't really what it used to be. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like KD, like I said, he just wasn't healthy enough. He only played like 37 games or something like 30. No, he played 47 games.
yeah.
So that's 10 more games than I called. But still, bro, that's half the
Yeah, and
season.
I was gonna
So
say, like, even like what's Katie's best attribute? It's his scoring, right?
yeah, for sure. But
So, like,
he's
why on
became a better
earth are we
defender over
never
the
gonna have a
years.
conversation where KD's gonna have more like yes, he has more scoring titles, but in the terms of like, he's not gonna be like in the top 5 of all time scoring.
Top five. I don't know. It's hard to look at the top five all time scorer
I mean, the
because
thing is that like all of
because
them have like way more points than KD. So
but see, with that argument, to me, two of the top five all time scorers aren't top five all time scorers. Like I don't think LeBron or
I think Kareem and LeBron are both top 5 all time scorers.
not Kareem. I think Kareem is. I don't think LeBron or
But the thing
Carl. I don't
about
think LeBron or
LeBron
Carl
versus
is.
Kareem, the reason why I argue LeBron's a better scorer than Kareem is that he has more than one way of doing it. Because
Yeah,
Kareem,
but
all you're doing is dumping that ball down to him and he's sky hooking it. Now, yes,
yeah, but
it
that's the
was
that's
like
the
the
thing.
most,
He has a revolutionary move. That's
yeah,
why I put him up
and
there, bro.
nobody copies it. Like, but
Nobody
like the
can
thing is,
copy
that,
it.
like, I think LeBron being able to copy everybody else's moves and implement them into his game is a testament of like how great of a scorer that he is. And now,
See,
like, yes, people think that like just because LeBron's a pass first player, he's not a historically great scorer. It's just not true.
I think he's a historically great scorer, but to call him the top five scorer in the NBA, just I don't think it's true.
Top 5
I
scorers in NBA history. Well, okay.
I
Well,
don't think that's
obviously
the
you have
case.
Mike, Kobe, Kareem. Who'd be the other two?
But see, that's what I'm saying. I think KD is a better scorer than Bron. I
No,
don't.
yeah, no
When
way.
you talking about scoring the ball, you just said you take LeBron over Kareem because he can do it in more ways. KD is a much more versatile scorer than LeBron James. You can call LeBron a great scorer because he's done it. Like his longevity is a test of why he is so great. That doesn't just automatically put him as like Yeah, now I think he's a better passer than he is a scorer. So
I don't think KD like
I think
the problem with
Carmelo
the
Anthony is a
KD
better
versus LeBron
scorer.
argument is
I
that
think
like for me they average damn near the same amount of points per game, and LeBron does it like slightly more efficiently from two. Now, yes, he doesn't do it as
yeah,
efficiently
look
from
at
three as
but
KD,
but
and the threes become more important.
look
But
at
like,
LeBron's rate at scoring around the rim though. Like most of his points come from right around the basket. That doesn't make him a better scorer. That makes him a smarter scorer. He does it in
it
a
makes him a
better
more
way.
unstoppable scorer.
Yeah, you could say more unstoppable,
Because
but
if
to say
KD
if
is
that's the
having a
case,
cold
then
night, then he's having a cold night. There's
if that's
nothing
the
he
case,
can
you
do.
think that
If
he's a better
LeBron has a cold night, he can at least
if
barrel his head down to the
if
rim and he's
but see, he
putting
can't do
somebody
that
in
no
the
more.
rim.
He can't do that no more. You say like this Lakers season,
Nah,
he
he's not. Honestly, you know
I'm
what? We're
telling
still
you
gonna
that wear and
see
tear
like two.
coming.
We're still gonna see like five posters. We're like, damn,
So
LeBron still got that at 39.
if you
Well,
think Bron is a better scorer than KD, then you think he a better scorer than Kyrie too.
oh
Guys
yeah,
like
for
Kyrie.
sure.
See,
What?
that's where we miss, bro. I don't think Bron is that good of a scorer. Like you just said,
What's
he
Kyrie's
can
scoring average again?
he can put it.
What's Kyrie's scoring average again?
It's not about
Oh,
averages.
okay,
It's
okay.
not a
I just wanted to make sure
and
that we were
even as
talking
the
about the
case,
same thing.
he's one of the most efficient 27 you've ever seen in NBA history. So that's not even an argument. So what I'm saying is you're mistaking LeBron's longevity and ability to bully his way to basket with saying he's a better scorer, bro. That's just not the case. Like he
Well, I
can
mean,
put the
damn,
ball in the
he's
basket
been
better
able to
than
bully his way to the basket for damn near 20 years,
no, it ain't damn near. It
and
is
nobody's
20.
stopping him.
It is 20, but that doesn't make him a better. That doesn't mean he can
Okay. The
score
Spurs had a
better.
way of stopping him with Tim Duncan a little bit earlier in his career, like before he realized that he could like literally just stuff Tim Duncan in the rim, and from that moment forward, he did not look back.
If what you're saying is true, then you think LeBron is the greatest scorer of all time.
I might not have him above MJ though. Might not.
Why though?
That'd be a little bit. That'd be a little bit closer.
He definitely got to the rim better than MJ did. He's probably more efficient around the rim on his career than him. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
he's
but
even a
like
better 3-point
I
shooter.
think the way that like that splits there is that like I consider them like equally good scorers, but like Jordan was a more willing of a scorer. Cause like that's where like the play style like actually differentiates like who's a better scorer and who isn't. Like if LeBron like truly put his mind to it, he could have averaged 40 a season. Like if we took him back to his like if we time traveled him
I
back to
don't
his
agree.
fucking Cleveland years,
I don't
and
agree with that. He's not a good enough jump shooter. He wasn't a good enough jump shooter back then. I don't agree with that. I think he could have averaged 30. I for sure he could have got to like 30, 32. But to say 40, bro, like he can't shoot the ball. He didn't really even become a good jump shooter until he got to Miami for real.
well, no,
Like
but
the
that's what
year
I'm saying is that
before.
if we time travel like that version of LeBron back into his Cleveland days, where he
Oh,
had
okay.
literally only Zydrunas Ilgauskas to really facilitate for, I think he becomes like an insanely like he's like putting up one of those fucking 3,000 point seasons that only Wilt and Jordan have.
Hell, I think Carmelo Anthony is a better scorer than Brian.
Oh, good lord, here we
Cause
go.
bro, you gotta think I'm not talking about from who can score the most or who had the better career. I'm talking about how they score the ball, like the different ways of putting the ball in the basket.
I
And
think
LeBron just isn't that to me. Like LeBron is just he can get it in the basket more. So I give you credit for that. I think all in like when you talk about winning and when you talk about who I want to pick to win, I would definitely pick Brian for sure. He gets to the line better than any of these people I said, and he gets to the rim better than anybody. But scoring the basketball just isn't one of them things that I can just weigh off of how many times you've been to the finals or your playoff,
yeah, but we also can't
success.
like weigh it based off of like how good their shot looks. Cause I'm gonna be 100 as a LeBron stan like when
I
he was
think
like
bro in
a
the chat agrees
rookie,
with you.
like his shot did not look good. Like
Who?
he looked very unconvincing when he was shooting those shots.
Who you say? Who you say?
What do you mean?
I didn't hear who you said. I was.
Oh, I said LeBron James when he was a younger buck,
Oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like when he was like a freaking 21 year old, his shots did not look very convincing. Now, yes, he'd knock him down every once in a while, but like he
Yeah, I
didn't
think
he wasn't really like that. But like when you take into account his evolution and being able to like evolve at the times where you go from like go get someone that can like you can dump it down to into the low post and score it on them, and then like just evolve that to a guy that like can shoot. Now I'm not saying that LeBron can do it every night, but I'm saying on the nights that he does do it, where he can have the post fade like MJ, he could do the dream shake like Olajuwon, he could pull up from 35 like Steph, like that. Like when you factor in all those things together, that's what lumps me in towards like LeBron is like the second greatest scorer of all time.
Yeah, I feel you. Like I said, the guy in the chat, B West, he agrees with you. Me personally, just from being somebody who hoops for real, like I don't know, bro. I could never hold like
You
somebody.
like the guys that are more willing to score.
Yeah,
Which
like,
which I mean is completely fair. Like if you want to
but
say that that's your argument to why LeBron's not a top 5 scorer of all time, then more power to you. I just
and
don't
that's
agree.
crazy. That's gonna be the topic for tomorrow. We're gonna talk. It's gonna be LeBron not being top 5, but I honestly do feel
Top 5
that
scorer or top 5 all
score.
time?
Yeah, score,
Oh, I
score,
was gonna
score,
say,
score.
wait a minute, wait. The only person
Because
here that like arguably doesn't have like Braun top 5 all time is Saint, and he's like I don't know where he is, but like
yeah, no. No, I just and it's not that I'm saying Brian isn't a great scorer. Like I definitely think he's a top 10 scorer of all time. But to me, scoring the
yeah.
basketball is an art, bro. Like it's more to it. Like it's the evolution of the game that has when you go back and look at somebody like I have Larry Bird as a better scorer than Brian. Cause,
Here we
but that's
go.
like relative to era. Like that's literally just relative to era. Like I don't think that if you put
I
him in
think
this game,
Bird
he
was
would
a
be better.
better scorer of his era. Well, the thing is that like both of them were like the best scorers of their era.
Yeah,
When I
I
think of
feel
like
that.
Michael, like when I think of Larry Bird and LeBron, well, no, Larry Bird wasn't as high as Michael Jordan. The hell,
I mean, Larry Bird was also hurt
before
half of
Jordan
his
came, yeah, he was damn near the greatest scorer of all time. You know,
LeBron's
other
one
than
punch
maybe
man. He
Kareem.
doesn't need the art. Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like when you get to talking of it from that
But like
perspective,
LeBron, like on occasion, like when you do these like these like hypotheticals, like LeBron James on his peak night can be literally anybody he wants scoring the basketball. He could
I
be
got Curry
anybody
as
he
a better
wants
scorer
to
too.
scoring the basketball. Curry cannot be anybody he wants scoring the basketball just because of the fact that he doesn't drive to the basket as well as some of these other guys. Kyrie, he doesn't. Well, okay. I
Was
shouldn't say
Shaq a great
drive to the
scorer?
basket, but he doesn't finish at the basket the way that some of these guys do.
Hell yeah, Shaq was a great
Because the
scorer.
thing is that like even if
If you saying
LeBron
Bron
James
is, then you
finishes
have to say
underneath
Shaq
the
is.
rim, he finishes with that like that Kyrie Irving English that you like seeing sometimes, where you like he jelly fams the ball. I don't know if that's what you guys still call it, but it's like where you guys like freaking spin the ball with like freaking so much force that it forces the ball in a certain direction to like land in the hoop. But
Yeah, jelly layup is when you go up and you come back down and then go up.
yeah,
Like
exactly. So
yeah,
like,
yeah. If
because
he
the thing
I
is that like LeBron can like on any given night can beat anybody
but see that's what I'm
scoring the
saying.
basketball.
He just
Now
made a
can
good
now does he do it every night? No, he's usually more of a Karl Malone type where he's literally just bully balling the way
see
into the basket. Now, yes, that's more tendencies, but
bro.
like that's like
Bro in the chat just said it. He's just saying that. And that's what I was about to say. He better think Shaq is a great scorer because if you saying Bron is the
yeah,
greatest, you
Shaq's
have
a
to think
great
Shaq is.
scorer.
So that's what I'm saying.
But like the thing
I
is that
think
like I
Bron is
feel
in
like
that category
with
of
Shaq, I feel like the reason why we don't put him in the top 10 is he
I got
like
Shaq in my top 10.
well, I mean of scoring.
Oh, well, I got him in my top 10 scorer. He's a top 10 all-time scorer. What you mean? I definitely
That
think
has to
Shaq
be something I
is.
think about.
I definitely think Shaq
Because I
is.
think with like
Shaq averaged like
Shaq,
30. He averaged like
the
33
problem
one
with
year in the
Shaq
playoffs.
is like the like his critical flaws of scoring are like the ways that you score in today's game, which is
But
three
no, but see,
pointers
that's
and
what I'm
free
saying.
throws.
That's what I'm saying. You calling Bron a
Because
great
like with
scorer
the
for you
evolution,
calling, but you're saying Bron is a great scorer from just the glaring like the super how amazing he is at how he scores. But it's just like how Shaq did. It's only in one or two like ways for real. He's not a great jump shooter. He's not good at the post middies. Like I'm not saying he hasn't had seasons where he was, but I think it's just the longevity and the fact that he's done it for so long, which that's
I
like
think
he's
LeBron's
in a
turned himself
field
into a great post fade scorer.
a good. Don't say great. He's an okay, bro. You're tripping. Like
Well,
I'm not
well,
relying on that. I'm
here,
not
wait,
relying on that to
post
win a
fade
game.
scorers. I mean, Dirk would probably have to be one
I'm
just
not
because of the fact
relying
that nobody's
on
blocking that shot. The
I'm
fuck?
not relying on a LeBron post fade for anything, bro. I don't want that. I don't want that shot at all. He said he shoots free throws like, and he's a bad
Are
free
you
throw
sure
shooter.
you don't want him? Like, bro, like he put Beatrice away
It
in
depends on who the
Game Seven
matchup is.
versus the Boston Celtics.
I mean, it's hard to
You sure
guard
you don't
Bron
want
too.
that? Because that
It's
sealed the deal. That iced the game. Like, don't act like LeBron isn't a great post fade scorer. He is.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think he's great. I think you're you're
He
hyping
also
it because a
he
couple
also
good
used it to
plays.
pass Kareem's record. So like,
The passing of the record is to test his longevity, though. That does not mean he's a great scorer. Like that just means he's steadily been the person that he was through his entire career. We weren't calling LeBron a great scorer 10 years in. You feel me? Like when he was in
I was calling
Miami,
him a great scorer 10 years in because by year
the
10 he
media
had already
wasn't.
proved that like he was one of the best scorers ever.
The media
And like
wasn't.
the thing isn't
Then
like
and
is that
even when
like
he was
oh
in Miami,
yeah no LeBron's never gonna reach Kareem's record because he's not a great scorer. Like bro,
but
like
people
shut up, like he broke it.
But even aside from that, when KD was in OKC and Bron was in Miami, everybody had KD as a better scorer, not just because he was winning scoring titles. So like that's what I'm saying. This whole Bron is a great scorer didn't really come up until the year before he won the title, which I give him his credit, bro. You can't deny somebody who has the most points in NBA history. But at the end of the day, bro, like it goes to his play style. He gets to the rim, and that's just not. It's not that it's not impressive. I enjoy that for him, but that's just not enough for me to be calling him a top 5 scorer of all time. Like he's got the points to say. So I can't be mad at somebody having him top 5. But me personally, he's sitting somewhere around like 6 or 7, like 6 or 7 for real.
Yeah, I was gonna say shit with your logic. James Harden's also ahead of him scoring wise.
Nah. James Harden is so inefficient.
Well, I mean, you got to.
James Harden is so inefficient, bro. Hell no. James Harden is one of the most like that's somebody who got every shot and he took it. I think he was a great scorer, but the inefficiencies there are way too glaring. Like Kobe,
well,
people think Kobe was inefficient, but he played the game the right way and still managed to win games and to make deep playoff runs. You feel me? Like so with his scoring, with the inefficient splits that he had, because he did more.
Shit, to be fair, I mean James Harden had like a really deep playoff run. It just was ruined by a CP3 injury and I don't know the Avengers.
Yeah.
I call them the Avengers just because, like, I'm just like,
part.
bro, like that. I mean, I don't know what else you can really call them, because, like, I'm not calling them the greatest team ever assembled. I'm not, like.
Yeah, it's a decent post fade though. I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's great. I just don't think it's great because at the end of the day, he's not pulling out of his bag. Like, he's not just like, let me just go to the post fade, bro.
Yeah,
like,
his shot tendencies don't lean towards him going post fade. Unless like now, because like now he's actually at a point of his career where he's not barreling as much anymore. So now he's leaning on the post fade more.
Yeah,
it's kind of like what we saw with like MJ and Kobe. Like when their like athleticism decided to dissipate on them, they decided to lean on the post fade more. And I think like that's what LeBron's doing now in year like 20. That I think Kobe and MJ just had to do earlier on in their careers compared to LeBron. And I'm not saying that it's evolution. Like
right.
Because like the medicine, the nutrition, the technology to like help LeBron like condition his body like just properly enough to where he wants to do what he's gonna be doing in the games was way better than what it was for Kobe and MJ. And that's not an indictment on them. That's just the times they were born in.
Yeah, no, you spitting, bro. That's facts. You spitting.
Yeah, it's like
wait,
like
what did I say?
Rank pretty much any of these like older guys. Like I can't rank them any higher than what I have them, but I can't rank them any lower just because of the fact that like I have to have respect for the earlier eras. Like that's why like we have like guys in the top 75 that we've never heard of. Like bro, how many people have actually heard of Nate Thurmond?
I have, but you right.
Yeah, Nate Thurman's pretty good, but like I do. But like during his time, it was Wilt and Russell. Nobody else.
Yeah. No, Taku, you spitting, bro. You said a lot of good points. I have some things to do though. You came in a little late. I was already going for probably like 4 minutes, but tomorrow I'm not gonna say I'll be early, but tomorrow we will tap in. Shout out to the stream. Make sure you guys are leaving a like. Make sure you guys leaving a comment, subscribe, and post bell notification. Tap in with my guy Otaku over there on Kick. And other than that, man, it was a great stream. I appreciate y'all. W chat, W Otaku. You got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I was gonna say, nah, man. Just shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all probably came up with some like interesting topics for iBoy Dribble here, aka Kyrie Stan. That's gonna be my new.
Kyrie.
That's gonna be my new nickname. Honestly, you know what? That's gonna be what you say every single time you chuck up a shot. Now it's gonna be Kyrie.
You crazy. But nah,
His
man.
head ass. Y'all already know that he's gonna be doing it. Like literally,
I
like
love Kyrie, bro. I
give
do
him
love
like give
Kyrie.
him like 3 or 4 weeks. He'll be like, you know what? The more that Otaku says it, the more that actually makes sense. Cause like,
Nah, you crazy, bro. But now
like,
we'll see. We'll see y'all tomorrow, though, man. W stream, man. W stream.
yeah.
All right, bro. Otaku.